Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the Potions Classroom and more. In this video, we're not only going to cover the Potions Classroom, but we're also going to look into the Transfiguration Classroom, the side room in that room, as well as the main classroom entrance. Now, collectibles are on the right. You can see we get a handful. Dark Arts or Dark Magic Wizard required. And, you know, we've got Bearded Character required on here because technically you're supposed to be able to use this Old Man potion, but it did not work for us. So we had to go and find an old man, and we used Dumbledore. So, speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and head on over to old Madame Malkin's robes, and we're going to make our way through here, and we're going to spend a cool mill on old Professor Dumbledore. Now, there are two different versions of him, and, you know, we should have gone with the gray version just because gray sounds older, but we didn't. We went with the normal one. And now we're going to roll out. Now, it may work just fine for you that the old person potion works, but it may turn out that it doesn't. So, in the event that it doesn't, you have a failsafe. So, here is the old-timer potion right here. We'll go ahead and drink that to become old. And it works for us in this room, but as soon as we leave the room, it doesn't work for us. It actually shows the trail indicating that it is, but it isn't. Now, we've also covered this room once before too. If you're just now getting to this video, we do have another video that actually shows how to get a Dark Arts Wizard, which is Professor Snape. So we did kind of complete half this room already, and if you need to figure that out, I would go back and look for the how to obtain a Dark Arts Wizard video on our playlist. Should be towards the middle. All right, so you can see here, I could not get in with Ron, who is young, and I snuck right in with Dumbledore. Now, over on the left here, that's where you get Professor Snape. You might have noticed that the collectibles showed 7 of 8 character tokens. We put that because we wanted to represent the fact that we show you where it is, but we don't actually collect it in this video. So, after a long series of me screwing up with those bricks, I edited and got all that out so you wouldn't have to wait. Make your way all the way over, and you will be able to grab the red brick that waits for you up there, which, look at that, woohoo! It's the 10 times multiplier! That's certainly handy when going for stud goals and things like that, or just purchasing all the characters, the wizard, the spells, sorry. There's all sorts of stuff. All right, now you can see here, I go ahead and just recalibrate myself and go back to Harry. I'm pretty sure that when I left the room that I would still be Harry, or still be Dumbledore. So rather than have an old man running around, I switched back to Harry. All right, now we have snuck out of the potions room and the side room, and we're back in the main classroom entrance now. We're going to sneak right past the cauldron and go into the Transfiguration classroom. Now, if you've never been into this room, it's going to actually trigger off a scene like it is for us, and we have to go through a series of things to go ahead and advance. So we're going to do that right now. We're actually going to get awarded a red brick for doing it. So basically, you just have to tag 3 of these rolling, I guess they're bogarts? I don't know what they're technically called, but 3 baddies with each of the characters, and rather than make you watch me go all through that, I just went ahead and sped it up to the gold brick. And, all right, so we've got the gold brick for, I guess, learning that spell. And now we're going to go ahead and use Reducto on the left-hand side to blast open this door. And we're going to sneak into the Transfiguration classroom side area. Now, there's a double whammy down on the bottom left now. You see we get a gold brick, and we also get a character token. And we actually get this for 1 completed task. So basically, there are 3 lanes. It's kind of like bowling. And instead of the balls rolling and knock over pins, there are these animatronics that are rolling at you. They're kind of like old-timey robots. And your goal here is to use your new spell that you just learned to go ahead and turn them into animals. And you'll know when, you basically need to do 3 for each lane. And you'll know when you got 3 successfully into the cage when the check mark on the left swings around and the flag presents itself. Once you get all 3 lanes 3 times, you will be rewarded with a gold brick and a character token. So we'll go ahead and get those out of the way right now. Thank you very much. And oh to the yeah. Before leaving this room, there are a handful of studs you might want to grab, but more importantly, behind the chalkboard, hiding, you might see that little glow kind of sneaking around the corner there. But Mr. Fred Weasley is hiding back there, so we're going to grab that character token and sneak a few more studs before we roll out and go take on the main classroom entrance out there. So, a couple of studs rolling around. All right. I found, too, that up until this point of the game, every time I left the game and turned it back on, I would always start in this room here, the main classroom entrance. But now I start in the Transfiguration room. It's kind of weird. All right, so go ahead and pick your character of choice. Hop into the earmuff cabinet. And it's not because I'm going to get all crazy and loud and profane. It's because we need to grab this mandrake. So we're going to grab the mandrake, and there are 6 glass items that you need to use his high, shrill voice for to destroy. I suppose your younger brother might do the trick too. Oh, just kidding. No, I'm just playing. My son's voice, he's getting pretty old now, but he still has a really shrill voice. It'll be interesting as time goes on. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump up and grab character token number 3. Now, you may have noticed running around this room, there is a guy taunting you with a character token. If you have not dealt with him yet, we're going to go ahead and do that just now. So go ahead and give him a smack a couple of times. He'll run over by the old serpent there. We'll use Leviosa to lift it up and scare him, and then give him one last smack to go ahead and make him drop it like it's hot and collect that token. Now, up on the high left side, you've probably noticed this little puzzle here. Basically, there are a series of pieces on the ground, and we need to put those pieces up. It's kind of like Tetris, but not as cool. And we're going to go ahead and put those into place. One of these days, it'll snap in. I believe it's over on the right there, Brian. And, all right, we're going to just keep on moving them around. They'll snap into place if you get it close. So you'll know you got it right. And hopefully when we get it done, you can copy the colors, pause it, and look at it and get it all right with no problems. And once you do get it right, it actually lifts up and presents itself with a silver Hogwarts emblem. So go ahead and bust that open. And then you find yourself with a little animal puzzle, a little animal maze. I don't know what we call these. It's a tube. But we'll go ahead and hold out the kitty cat Crookshanks. I thought for sure it had something to do with his ball, but it's got nothing to do with the ball. It's actually the little switch on the left. So push down the handle there, and it'll drop down the gold brick. And you know what? We love gold. We're getting pretty high up there, too. That's good. It's good stuff. Now, you probably noticed that dark magic box there. We'll come back to that in just a second. But there are a series of lamps floating around the edges of the room. And see, I made a big mistake here. I actually left the mandrake out. I should not have done that. I actually am going to go and put on some earmuffs and get rid of him because I'm like stuck here and this is ridiculous. I just need to use Leviosa on that lamp, but I can't because he's screaming like I don't know, like something. Like a mandrake, I guess. So I'll go ahead and sneak back in here and put earmuffs on. And luckily for us, it wasn't a spear through our head like we've seen in some other situations. But we'll go ahead and grab him and move him out of the way. Go ahead and just put him back where we found him. And, yeah. Then he doesn't bother nobody. Now we can use Leviosa and finish up the rest of the lamps that we need to, I don't know, I guess, pull down and get the old boing. Kind of looks like a spring-loaded lamp. All right, there's 4 of 8. 5 is right there on the wall. But we're going to go all the way to the far right. And I have a hard time targeting this one for some reason. I'm not sure why. There's 5. And 6. Bam. And 7, the one we ran right by. And up top, last but not least, number 8. And it kicks down with the character token. But look at me. I get all anxious because I know I need a dark magic wizard. So I switch on over to Snape. But hey, wait a minute. I'm going to go grab that character token real quick. So thank you very much. Hannah Abbott. I'm not sure who Hannah Abbott is. I'll have to do some investigating and find out. All right, now on the higher right side, there are these 3 gold pillars. Go ahead and smack all 3 of them, and you will see them bounce around, and eventually they'll kick down with a character token for you. So only 1 left for this area, peoples, and we're going to head all the way up to the top left side again. And remember that dark arts cabinet? Well, we're going to go ahead and deal with it right about now. All right, look at that, and it's Millicent. That's right. We know who Millicent is. All right, well, that's going to wrap up Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4, the Potion Classroom, and so much more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and found this video easy to follow along, and maybe even use those quick links down below to get to what you needed. That being said, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. Keep in mind on Fridays we do have contests on our Facebook page. We try to post things on other outlets too to kind of feed everybody to the Facebook page, but that's where the contest takes place. If you're interested in running some stickers, Lego, buttons, pens, you never know what it'll be. Check us out on Fridays. We're usually around 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so pretty much at the end of the day for most people, or maybe even Saturday for some. But yeah, check us out. And yep, so that's it. As always, until next time. Double whammy! See ya!